You know, I love my Rebel, but this bike's got the power. I love me some power every now and then between my legs. Okay, today's subject, I actually do have one in mind. Today, we are going to talk about Chinese bikes or Chinese scooters. Are they worth the money? In my opinion, brand new, no way are they worth the money. That's just not worth it to spend that kind of money on a Chinese bike, because you are going to have to replace things. You're going to have to keep the maintenance up very diligently, and if you do not, things will start breaking very fast. And sometimes, even if you do keep it up very diligently, shit will still break. Some friends were just talking, even if, you know, you order a new part sometimes from China, sometimes that part does not work. You get it. So you got to order another one. There's been examples of people ordering 5 or 6 different units of the same part, and none of them working. So no, I don't recommend buying a brand new Chinese motorcycle or scooter. My friends did bring up Kimco, but Kimco is a Korean brand. Those are actually supposed to be decent for the price. I've not heard a lot of bad things about those. Let's go on to, are they worth buying used? A Chinese scooter or motorcycle? And in that opinion, I say if you can get it cheap enough, then definitely. I learned how to ride, basic riding, not clutch and all that, and shifting obviously, but I learned to ride on the street on a 50cc scooter, Chinese scooter, and then actually I probably learned to ride better on a 150 Chinese scooter. You know, and I picked that thing up for nothing, because it wouldn't start, and I had a little bit of knowledge about bikes, and it turned out that I was right, it just needed a valve adjustment. So I spent like 30 minutes of my time and the bike was up and running. So, you know, I had a running bike that entire summer and most of that fall for just like $200. But then the head gasket blew in the fall, and I just didn't feel like fooling with it, and I sold it. But yeah, I mean, I learned how to learn how to ride on the street, the basics, for $300. That was totally worth it. And if you want to see if you're into riding at all, before you go spend a ton on a bike, buy a Chinese scooter or motorcycle. Just get it cheap. That's the key thing. Get it cheap. Do your research. If the thing has problems, research what it could be, and if you feel comfortable, go for it. Like I said, you know, I lucked out. And I had a Chinese dirt bike at one time. That was my first ever motorcycle, actually. And I loved that thing. It was still running when I sold it, and I rode the hell out of that thing. The only thing that ever happened to it, and this can happen to any bike with spoked wheels, is I hit a stump and it broke some of the rear spokes, and it got kind of dangerous to ride because the rear wheel was loose. But, you know, I bought that bike for like $200. I rode that for like 2 winters, 2 seasons, excuse me, not 2 winters. You know, rode the crap out of it, took the trails, you know, had a good time with that. So if you're in the dirt bikes, by all means, as long as you're not, you know, going out there and doing 50-foot jumps in the air and trying to Superman on it, you'll be okay if you're just going to do light trail riding. So Chinese dirt bikes, buy one used, buy it cheap, wear it out. Use Chinese motorcycles and scooters for the road, buy them cheap, learn how to ride on them. You know, then buy yourself a good used Japanese bike. That is my opinion. Take it for what it is. Everybody has a different one. But if you do buy a new Chinese bike, just keep the maintenance up. I mean, stay right on top of it. Don't let it slip a bit. But if you're almost certain that you're going to love riding, and you know you're going to ride for a while and it's something you're going to be into, just do yourself a favor, buy yourself a reliable old Japanese bike. Like my Suzuki here it's an 02 model. It's got almost 40,000 miles on it. It starts right up, it has plenty of power, and I only paid $2,000 for it. So there you go. And SV650s, very common bike. You can find them all the time, cheap, reliable, and anywhere you look up things about these bikes, you'll see how good they are. Find one of those. Find you a Ninja 250, another great bike. Point is, if you know you're going to ride for a long time, you have no question, buy a used Japanese bike. If you want to learn to ride and see if you're into it, buy a cheap used Chinese bike. And I wouldn't pay over a couple $100 for it, you guys, to be honest. But that's really all I've got on that. Like I said, that's just my opinion. I'm not trashing anybody that rides Chinese stuff. You know, if you love what you got, more power to you. I'm not going to hate on you for it. You know, there's people that hate my bike. That's fine. But guys, ride safe and just have a good time. This lady has 3 crosses in the back of her glass. I don't know if you can see that. I hope that's not the amount of people she has killed while driving.